So this is a collection of teeth, children's teeth, and each picture represents a tooth. So the first tooth came out in July, so I immediately took a picture of where the tooth came from. I noted the date, day, and time it came out just out of novelty, and then I encapsulated the tooth after the tooth fairy saw it, gave a prize, and returned the tooth in this nice acrylic case with this made in the USA, American-born child, genuine, authentic hologram sticker, just to keep it sealed so it doesn't come up. It also looks kind of neat. So I did that for every tooth here. And I also have a primary tooth chart that I put together to know the position of each tooth and when they came out, so you can match this chart because it has a date, left side, upside, lower teeth, upper teeth, and it tells you that our first 8 years of life, all the teeth are out, all 8. And then the next phase is, let's see, 1, 2, there's 4 more teeth coming out when they turn 9 or 10. It varies. And it points to each tooth. So this is sort of an interesting thing. So I have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So I have all the teeth here. Imagine if you were Taylor Swift's parents and you did this, and then you didn't get along with her later on and sold these teeth, her original baby teeth. You're looking at $1 million probably. But the odds of your child becoming a superstar celebrity of that caliber is probably very minimal. But I started with this one, first baby tooth, a little bit of cotton in there, square, so it doesn't shake and rattle, or if it gets brittle in age, it won't fall apart. And okay, so that's the first tooth. Second tooth, so here's the first one, is here, so you can sort of easily identify it. Another tooth there. Third tooth, you can see it's the upper one right here, the missing one. Just the first were the 2 bottom ones. And tooth's there. Then you got the second one next to it. So if you say which one was it, well, you have to refer to the third one to know that the one on the left is gone. So now the one on the right is gone. Then these lower teeth came out, fifth. Then I started saying, geez, he's had so many teeth missing. I had the graphics to which slot the 6th tooth was. It's even the time of day that this one came out. Just sort of interesting novelty. And then this one was the upper one right here, 7th. And this one was the latest one, the 8th one. So, and I pointed to that one too, so it's kind of neat. And like I said, this chart will tell you which of each tooth. So you can find this chart on the internet. Just Google search primary teeth chart, and you can blow it up and print it out and add these little stickers to it. And then the way these things work, this is the long version of it, is first you have to keep all the teeth when you get it, if you care about teeth. So what I do is, well, this one I stuck in there pretty good. So what I do is I use PixArt. I take a picture immediately after the child has the missing tooth. I get a really good close-up of it. I take maybe 10 to 20 pictures and try to get the best angle, best shot. And get a close-up of the mouth because it fits this 2.5 by 3.5 trading card size. And then I put graphics. I get it free through PixArt, but there's probably more sophisticated ways of laying out a picture with titles on it. But I just put it there. So it commemorates the number of in sequence of the tooth being missing, the date that it came out, the day it came out, and the time. I just stick it in there. It's just a photo. I get it developed over at Walgreens or CVS. get a real nice picture. So then, okay, so you buy these card cases from Amazon or sports card stores. These are thick cards, not the thin paper card ones, but it fits what they call jersey cards or relic cards with this recessed well. And you get these things. Actually, if you buy cards from Topps.com, they package your cards in these things. So I actually have quite a few of these laying around for arts and crafts. So that it sets in here. See, it's a recessed thing. And then you just get the tooth. I don't wash it. It still has the blood and the DNA and all that type of stuff on it. I think it makes it a cool relic. Then you just put it in there nicely. Then these hinges go in. And so what I do is I make it centered kind of nice. Let me see. And I look at it. Does it look this way or this way? So I think this one's good because it shows a little bit of the tooth. Then you put this thing in here. And it closes. See? So this is the newest relic in our archive. So, how many teeth does a child have? Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. There's 20 teeth altogether that's going to be in this collection. The X factor is if the kid loses a tooth at school and doesn't care for it, bring it back, or even worse, they swallow it, and you don't want to be that person to take it out like a kidney stone and have defecate it out and use a strainer. So there's a lot of weird things that can happen that could ruin this project. But and my son's very conscientious of how important this project is as far as getting the tooth back to the tooth fairy so the tooth fairy can give a prize. And then the tooth fairy, the story is, gives the tooth to his dad, me, and then I make these things out of it. So it's kind of a nice little novelty. Actually, I showed this to my dentist, and they thought it was a wonderful keepsake for people who like to keep it. If you're a trading card guy or gal, this all sort of remind you of collecting. It's easy to store, easy to display, a cute little novelty. So when he turns 20 and has all his teeth and he's older, not a teenager thinking it's kind of gross or weird, maybe think it's kind of neat to have each individual tooth isolated into this set. So far this set has eight card cases, but each tooth is isolated by the single tooth. And geez, wouldn't it be cool? And you may see this in 20 years if he became famous. Imagine these are one-of-a-kind relics of any superstar today, whether it's LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Joe Montana, Pat Mahomes, Wayne Gretzky, Connor Bedard. Or what other sport did I miss? I don't know. Baseball. Shohei Ohtani, Babe Ruth. And you are able to actually have these teeth. And, there are dental records and stuff when people die in car wrecks and they need to identify people. So it's easily verifiable by the DNA of the blood inside and the tooth itself, probably. And if it comes from his disgruntled parents who he disowned and they want to cash out on his celebrity, they know that you're the parent, or if you're the wife, or you're the man himself that was somebody and now is struggling to make ends meet and wants to sell these things to your fans on eBay or through heritage auctions. It's kind of a neat thing. I don't do this banking on it being worth anything at all, but I think it's just sort of a neat little souvenir, little project to do. It's a crafty dad thing. I don't think moms would do this necessarily, and I've gotten high praise from dental offices about just how neat and innovative this is, and I might even turn it into a business one day where you send me your teeth and I'll make these things for you. But for now, it's really just for me. I mean, to monetize something like this, it'd be pretty tough to do. And I wager I'm probably the only one who has such an amazing collection of teeth presented in these keepsake containers, display containers, in this fashion. And people think I have too much time on my hands. Other people think I'm like the best dad in the world and really awesome making these things, and very crafty and creative, sort of like a soccer mom, housewife kind of thing. That usually women are really creative, but I'm actually, I identify as a housewife. Maybe. So I think these are pretty neat. So that is the presentation. If you like this, let me know. I could teach you how to do this. I can't do it for you because I don't got that much time in my hands. But it is a sort of a neat little memory for your children. Better than a necklace. Keeps it nice. Keeps it discreet. It'll be really cool when all the teeth are together. Some people actually put the teeth together in a tooth mold of a jaw and try to replicate it, but I think that's pretty tough. I think this is pretty cool, isolating them. The one thing that would be horrible is if someone came over my house and just took this one tooth, and forever I don't know where it is, and I'm missing it from the complete set, and my OCD collector mentality would say, this set is not even worth keeping anymore or building and continuing because I'm missing tooth number 2. I don't know where it is. And then all of a sudden my neighbor says, hey, you want to buy this for $1,000? This is pretty cool. It's like kind of a long tooth. But it took me 12 minutes almost to really explain this thing. But I wanted to show it. I have a 1-minute version of this, the quick version. This is the longer, more detailed version. So have fun with your tooth adventures.